All right. It is closing time with Realtor Tom, and I got a special episode for you today. I have collaborated with the one, the only, the greatest AirBNB specialist, my wife. So, if you've been paying attention, we took a trip out to Utah. And we had a great, white Christmas skiing trip and all that kind of stuff. And, while we were there, and we stay in Airbnbs pretty much all the time. Whenever we travel, we skip the hotel and we go to an Airbnb. For our family, it just makes more sense. I mean, there's 5 of us. We have 3 kids, 18, 11, and 4. And when we're staying for over a week. So the ability to do laundry and those types of things make sense to us, okay? That's what we need for our Airbnb. And we search those things when we're selecting the Airbnbs, but sometimes they just don't have all of the stuff that you need. So it begs to ask the question, what are the basic essentials for you when you go out there and you rent an Airbnb? I got top 5 and a couple of bonus ones from my wife, so let's dig in. So the first one, I've already mentioned it a little bit, but the ability to do laundry. This is huge. Prior to us even leaving and going on vacation, we clean up the entire house. We do all of our laundry, sweep, mop, take care of everything, so that when we're done with vacation and we come home, we're coming home to a clean house. That's very important to us, okay? Now, the same thing is when we're finished with our vacation, we want to clean up all of our clothes before we travel back, so that way when we get home, all we got to do is throw up the suitcases back into the drawers and onto the hangers and all that kind of stuff and put everything back, and then we can relax. That's what we do. That's how we do it. So laundry is huge for us. If it doesn't have a laundry machine, then you have to bring more clothes with you. We like to stay as light as possible, only, packing, some essentials and things like that. But if we have the ability, we like to make sure that, hey, if those pants get dirty, then I can wash them, whatever. Okay. So laundry is huge, for us. The next thing is kitchen appliances. So for us, we don't like to eat out very much for every meal. When we're on vacation, yes, we do the, go out to eat for breakfast and we have a few dinners out there. But to save money, we like to go to Walmart or the grocery store or, whatever. And we buy groceries and we cook a meal. Okay. That saves money and time, really, because if you're going on a vacation, typically you're going to be spending time waiting to get a seat, okay? And when you're cooking, what happens after you cook? And you need a dishwasher. So you need a stove, you need a microwave, and you need a dishwasher for sure. Clearly, a refrigerator is essential. Now, if they have one of those little tiny I almost said barracks fridge for all my army, all my soldier friends. The barracks fridge, or maybe a dorm fridge. The small fridge is, I call it a beer fridge because that's what I have in the garage. But that's not enough for us. Okay, so when we're searching for an Airbnb, we're looking for something a little bit more, and we need all good working appliances in the kitchen. Okay, next thing is HVAC. Now, when we were staying in Utah, we're going from El Paso, 60-something degrees, and then we go up there, and it was -8. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to include the wind chill or not. It's freaking cold. And so when we got there, the first thing that we did is cranked up the heat. Now, a problem was, there are a couple of rooms that didn't get adequate supply of warm air. And there was another room that got all of the hot air. So that really made things uncomfortable. It's something that you don't want to think about when you're out there on your vacation. So HVAC is a must. For whatever season that it is, you need to have heating in the cold months, and then you need to have cooling in the hot months, okay? Seems like it should be self-explanatory. Apparently not, okay? All right, what's the next one? Oh, Wi-Fi. This is a good one. Wi-Fi, and it also bleeds into another thing. Yes, I can use the hotspot on my phone. Sometimes I'm in an area where my cell phone signal isn't great, or maybe I'm working and I need to do a little bit more than what my cell phone hotspot is capable of providing. Okay, so Wi-Fi. Put your Wi-Fi, name up there, plus the passcode and all that stuff. It needs to be good. Send me some junk Wi-Fi, and then what it bleeds into is we had a completely useless television in the front room. It was ridiculous. It had two sleeper couches that are sitting in the living room, and then it had a TV. The TV didn't even have, it was not even a smart TV where, it has Hulu or Netflix on it or whatever. It was just a stinking TV. It was ridiculous. I don't even know they made TVs like that anymore. What a waste. And then we're thinking, man, we should have brought our Fire Stick or something. But man, you have a TV in there. That's come on, you have to have it. It doesn't make any sense not to have it, right? So definitely Wi-Fi. If you have a TV, make sure that it has some basic things in it that we can use while we're sitting there and not out in the city doing the different types of things. The next one is basic cleaning supplies. Okay, so we're gonna be there for a week. We are going to accumulate some, dirt coming off of our shoes or trash or, something. Something is bound to happen while we are there. And we want the ability to be able to clean that stuff up. This house that we had gone to, it didn't have dish soap. It didn't even have a sponge to clean the dishes. I mean, come on now. How am I supposed to clean this? And then when we leave, every time you leave an Airbnb, they have these instructions that tell you this is what you need to do as a responsible tenant during the time of your stay to clean up, to help us reset before the next guest stays. Okay? Part of that's cleaning up. Okay? So you need paper towel, you need toilet paper, you need dish soap, you need dish detergent for the dishwasher. Let me see, broom, dustpan, maybe some spray, Windex, something. Okay? You need those basic cleaning supplies so that you can take care of yourself and you're not living like a bum, for a week or whatever it is. Okay? So some basic cleaning supplies, extra trash bags, that type of stuff. Okay? And then here's a couple of bonus ones. So that was the top 5. Here's a bonus one. Okay, if you can help it, in your Airbnb, you want to have good water pressure. Seems very simple. But if you've ever gone to a place and you're taking a shower and the water's barely coming out and everybody's coming home at the same time, we're all on vacation, we're all taking showers at the same time, and it just seems like the water's barely dripping out. It stinks. Okay, I need a nice place to clean myself. Okay, so good water pressure is a must. Let me see. Oh, okay, so we're in Utah, and it's snowing outside, snowing a lot. And what else happens when it's snowing? So in the daytime, sometimes it heats up and the snow melts, and then it gets colder at night, so then all that water freezes, and then we have ice all in the driveway. Don't you think that, especially if you have an Airbnb and you're in a friggin' ski town, that maybe there's gonna be an accumulation of snow or ice or whatever, and you should have freaking salt. So, come on, man. That was the most dangerous part of my trip, is getting back and forth to my car, because I can't be falling on the ice. If I take one slip, I'm gone for like 2 months, okay? I'm down. I'm 43 years old. I can't be falling on the ice, all right? It's okay if I'm up there skiing and I fall in some puffy snow. That's fine, okay? But falling on the ice, I can't do it, okay? All right. So everybody knows that, well, most people know, any investor knows, the more beds that you have, the more places that people can sleep in an Airbnb, the more money that you can actually make. Now, that's great. But if your house is set up in such a way that you don't have adequate storage for the people that are living there, for example, we stayed there for 8 days, okay? There were 3 bedrooms and a living room, okay? And so they advertise that we can sleep 8 people. You got 2 beds, or not 2 beds, but the ability to sleep 2 people in each of the rooms. And then you have the sleeper sofas in the living rooms, 2 sleeper sofas. So it was like 8 people total. But only 2 of the bedrooms had closets. So like, where the heck was I supposed to hang my clothes? You know, yes, the master had it, so my clothes were fine, but we had to take our kids' clothes and hang them up into the closet with ours because they had no storage, okay? Even if it's, you know, just a wardrobe, you know, that you put in there and it's, you know, you can hang, it don't need a ton of space, but hang on, I got like, you know, 5 or 6 things that need to go up onto a hanger. I need a place to put them, you know? And then, you know, that makes me think also, it would have been really nice if I don't have a place to hang it. Well, I definitely need an iron and an ironing board so I can iron the wrinkles out of it, okay? It just made no sense, okay? So we weren't particularly happy with what was going on in that specific Airbnb. So that is closing time for today. We'll focus all about Airbnb today and what I expect, my family expects, when we go out and we stay in an Airbnb. So I want you, in the comments if you can, just drop down, what are your top priorities when you go out? Is it some of the same as ours? Are we completely mad? But let me know. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.